When the Miami Dolphins announced they were releasing five-time All-Pro wide receiver Tyreek Hill, it sent shockwaves across the NFL, not just in South Florida but all the way back to Arrowhead Stadium. Hill, who has spent the last 4 seasons in Miami after being traded from the Kansas City Chiefs, now enters free agency for the first time in his 10-year professional career. Just one clip of that announcement, fans from both Dolphins and Chiefs crowds reacting, tells the emotional complexity of this moment. Video camera in one frame you see exuberant Chiefs supporters chanting, "We want Tyreek back," and in the next, Miami jerseys are empty or reflective, a symbol of what this franchise is now rebuilding. Explosive talent meets business realities. Hill's departure is rooted in both salary cap strategy and roster reshaping. The Dolphins, coming off a disappointing 7-10 season in 2025 that saw them miss the postseason, underwent significant front office and coaching changes. Releasing Hill is expected to save Miami about $22.8 million against the cap, an important figure as they look to retool around a new coaching philosophy. Hill's time in Miami was one of the most electric receiver tenures in recent years. In his first season he posted 119 catches for 1,710 yards and 7 touchdowns. In 2023 he led the entire NFL with 1,799 receiving yards and 13 TDs, joining an elite list of players with consecutive 1,700-yard seasons. Camera with flash, a still from social media shows Hill celebrating one of his massive touchdowns, extending arms wide, a trademark pose that defined countless moments in orange and aqua. Injury and the end of the Miami chapter. The 2025 season took an unexpected turn in Week 4 when Hill suffered a serious knee injury, dislocating his knee and tearing his ACL against the New York Jets. That injury prematurely ended his season, limiting his production to just 21 catches for 265 yards. His rehabilitation continues, and while recent reports show him walking without a brace, teams will be watching closely on his 2026 availability. Camera with flash, another image captures Hill in recovery, helmet off, intense gaze forward, a reminder that his journey isn't finished yet. Chiefs fans sound off, a nostalgic twist. The reaction from fans has been instantaneous and passionate. Clips circulating online show Chiefs fans chanting, "We want Tyreek back." A vivid illustration of how much he meant to the Kansas City faithful before his Miami days. That nostalgic vein runs deep, especially given his contributions to the Chiefs' explosive offense earlier in his career. Camera with flash, in one screenshot, Chiefs supporters hold up signs and jerseys in a crowd, a collective plea that speaks volumes about fan attachment. What's next for Hill and the Dolphins? As one of the NFL's most dynamic playmakers, Hill will draw significant interest in free agency. Teams preparing for the 2026 season, playoff contenders and dark horse hopefuls alike, will be evaluating how his elite speed and playmaking can shape their offense once again. For Miami, this moment symbolizes a major turning point. The Dolphins are making tough decisions, cutting not only Hill but other veterans as part of larger roster restructuring. The franchise is resetting, but it's also closing a chapter on one of the most electrifying receivers in its history. Camera with flash, a final image shows the empty locker where Hill's jersey once hung, a visual metaphor for the end of an era and the start of the next chapter for both player and team.